Hey guys, today is Friday, June the 2nd of 2023, and it's that time of the month where we look at Uranium spot and see what's going on, what's cooking, what's under the hood. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So I normally am accustomed to start out with the weekly, not the weekly, so actually it's a monthly cycle. I just wanted to show you just to kind of keep everybody up to date on what's going on with the cycles, see if anything is new. I mean, not really much. It's a dinosaur. Doesn't really move much, so it's going to be very slow. But I wanted to show you the three important cycles here. One is the 307, and that's this one. And that one hits a peak. And this obviously is going to change because this is our dynamic cycle. So September 2033 hits a peak. This is the biggest cycle there. The second one is the 173. This one's going to be hitting a peak somewhere around January of 2024. And then this cycle goes down. And then the last one, it's a little more fractal. It's 46. And if you open this up a little bit, you can kind of see that we just hit a peak around November of last year right here. And this cycle now is down to November of 2024 of next year. So if we create a composite with the bigger cycle, which is a 307, merge it with the 173, you kind of get it going up, and somewhere around 2024 it kind of stalls. Then it goes back down to like 2028, and then this cycle goes up. This is just a composite. If we add the 46, you see that it gets a little more erratic. It already hit a peak somewhere around March of 2023 this year. It goes down to 2024 September. Then it goes up all the way to July of 2026. So this is a long time frame. Is it going to actually do all this? We don't know, but this is what the composite, projection cycle analysis indicates. That's probability. Not that it's going to do it exactly, but I figured I'd just show you. So if we take them off one by one, the big picture is that the projection and cycles are going up. Mind you, these dates I showed you, there's a lot of stuff going on with the geometry, which is going to be coming up in another clips that I'll be showing you for 2024. That's a 7-year that you want to watch out to. So I'm just giving you a heads up of what's going to be coming in the next clip. But that's pretty much it for the cycles right here. The important ones that you want to just keep on your radar is that we're already on the 46. That's in a down cycle. The 173, we're going to be peaking on 2024. So it'll be interesting to see. There's something for December 1st and also August. Okay, so this is my master chart on the uranium spot price. And there's a couple of things here that are interesting. One is this Fukushima high of $65. That was in March the 11th. If we zoom in, there's a couple of time frames that I'm watching here. And one is from the all-time high. We're into 15 years and change. The Fukushima high, price and time is equal. They correlate together. So 650 weeks comes into, and I kind of narrowed it down because I'm pinpointing the March 11th Fukushima event that takes me to August the 25th of 2023, where price and time will meet in regards to that price. So we'll see how that's going to play out for August. So I'll put a sticky note what happens in August and just be on alert. I don't know what could happen. Could it be a double top, goes down? We don't know. We'll see. Other things here I'm looking at is from this low of 1130, 2016, 1850. From there, 7 years into the future, that leads us into the close to the end of this year, where a 7-year mark would hit. According to Gann, everything has a major and a minor, and in order to be accurate in forecasting the future, you must know the major cycles, and the most money is made when extreme fluctuations occur. The major cycles of stocks occur every 49 and 50 years, a period of jubilee years of extreme highs or low prices lasting from 5 to 7 years occur at the end of the 50-year cycle. 7, this is what I want to show you. 7 is a fatal number. Refer to many times in the Bible. And it is ruled by the planet Saturn, which brings about contractions, depression, and panics. 7 times 7 equals 49, which is shown as the fatal evil year, causing extreme fluctuations. W.D. Gann. So taking from this low, we're going to 7 years here. It's going to be interesting what's going to go on. I don't know, with the wars and Russia and China. I don't know. It doesn't look too good. And then we're entering this age with all this stuff going on. So not that I want to sound doom and gloom, but I want you to be cautious and vigilant. You got to stay vigilant in this market because there's a lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts. You don't want to get caught unaware of all the things that are happening. So 7-year cycle enters right here from that low. So you got to be very cautious. And that's around December the 1st of this year. So keep that on your radar. Also August 25th, around there is price and time. And we're already 78 months in from that low. We're already at 6.49, 7 years. Now we do some Gann square, and mind you, this is not a scale. You can see that right here. If we zoom in a little more, I want to show you. We're already hitting this angle. If we could break above there, we're going to be kissing that 57, 74, which is the 1/6 level on the Gann square. We take that off and put this one. We're right here. We're going to be hitting the 1/8, which is 55, 52. So I'm going to be watching those levels in regards to uranium spot. And there's like a little turning point here, July, but I'm not giving it too much importance. But that's pretty much it. Now we're going to be going into our geometry chart to see, what's showing there. Okay, so this is my geometry chart that I wanted to show you on uranium spot price. And as you can see, I wanted to show you something here. As you can see, the RSI in conjunction with this peak. And now the RSI is lower. And if we start going higher, and if we don't take out that RSI high, there could be some divergence there. So it could be interesting what kind of price action we're going to get. So just keep that on your radar also. If you watch uranium spot, the RSI, because it looks like we're going to go and test that high. If we could close above it, we're definitely going to go and test the Fukushima high. But keep an eye on the RSI. You want the RSI to explode even higher. That way there's not a divergence signal there. So let's get that out of the way. One of the things I noticed. So in regards to the Gann fans, this is right here is a 45-degree. Price action is above it. So that's good. That's a plus. That's positive. From this swing low, you can see that it's finding support at the 1/3. And there's a ways to go for the other fan. From this swing low of, you already know, what is that? The November 16, I think, 2016 low. We're right at the 45 angle. Mind you, this is a scale chart. So this is the 45 angle right here, and we're right kissing it right now. If we could cross above that and close above that and stay above this angle, that is extremely bullish. Let's see. Now I picked one from the high because I wanted to see how strong uranium spot is going, and so far it's battling it. I mean, if we get close, you're kind of above it already. So it's there, which is good. At least it's kissing it or hovering over it or above it. So that's a good sign. So if we could continue pushing higher, we're going to test this high. And eventually, if we close above that, this is the baby steps. Test that high and go after the Fukushima high. So far, it's in that projection. This is an ellipse. Just kind of going through the things I'm looking at. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. These are adjusted pitchfork angles, parallel lines. Looks like it wants to go and track that line too. Fibonacci, keep an eye on that, 5642. We kissed it here, pierced it above and below. So that could be a possible target, 56.42 for uranium spot. Nothing there. Nothing there. The ellipse. This one's interesting because this is from the all-time low to the all-time high. And this is the circumference of that. So if we could break out of that, that's also a plus. This is from the all-time high to this low. And you can see that we're fluctuating in there. So that's good. And this is from this low to this high. You can see that price action blew right out of there and is going to go test that. So that's all good stuff to see that is positive. Advanced support resistance, obviously, yeah, 57.74. That's the target. That's where it wants to go. And I think that's it. For my Gann square, using the scale chart from this low to this high, you can see that we are already kissing this level of resistance, 55.40. We could close above that, obviously test that high of like 57.99. And then it's wide open. Right now, we're still in resistance levels, 55.58. This is a scale Gann square. This is from the all-time low to the all-time high. So I want you to notice the differences between the scale chart and the non-scale chart. There's some different nuances, but I think there's value in both. I'm kind of leaning more on the scaled ones now. I used to use the non-scales, but I see value on both, but it's all on the eyes of the beholder. As you can see right here, 55.77. If we could hold and continue going higher, there's a turning point here, but I don't think there's going to be anything of importance besides, that August the 25th, that's the 650 weekly from price and time here. So it could mean something here, but we'll see. We're not there yet. But this is it for the geometry chart. So this is the last clip I have. This is a bonus. I'm using looking at uranium futures UX2 contract, and prices as of right now is at 54.70. For traders that are more riskier, this strategy of the super trend gave us a buy signal, not meaning that we're buying uranium futures or spot, but the equities gave us a green light for April the 24th of 2023. And so far, price action has been grinding higher. For the ones that are less risky, a little more conservative, I recommend the super trend. And that one just gave us a buy signal for the equities today. Well, this is a weekly chart, so May 30th, that week, we got a buy signal. So right now for next week, it's just started. So I'll be, for those that want to start nibbling in at the uranium sector, maybe this is a good opportunity because price action looks like it wants to go and test at least 63.80, this high right here. Other things I wanted to show you is that the MACD is positive on the weekly. Looking at our accumulation distribution phases in the past, you can see that we've had one here. I believe this is the 119. This is when price action just goes sideways and then there's a break. And you can see that there was another one. I don't want to show you where I got it from, but it's 140 days. And you can see that we've just been sideways and then continue. And then there's one that was 293 days. And look what we have here. Accumulation distribution phase from the past of 293. We now get a breakout. So sometimes patterns in the past don't actually play out exactly in the future, but this one definitely rhymes. Definitely rhymes. As you can see, 293 days. It now got a breakout. Looks like it wants to go higher. So if we take that out and put our supply and demand zone, this is the accumulation distribution phase. We already broke out. And it looks like we want to test this area right here, which is anywhere between 73, 64. This is where the bears are hanging out. This is the supply zone. This is the demand. This is the chop. accumulation, distribution. So this is where they're going to be the supplies. This is going to be rough, but so far it's going higher. Let's look at our daily chart real quick and see what we got there. Let's close this up. And you can see that there's some kind of pivot right here. Swing pivot, which is 54.60, and it's somewhere out there. You're already seeing the geometry I showed you, the Gann square in the range. Areas that are going to be, tough. There's going to be a little more resistance and a challenge. And also this 59.60 looking at the futures. But so far, it's going up. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe it's going to test this high. Things are looking good. In regards to geometry, everything is looking good. There's a couple of things that I'm watching that I want to see that if it's going to break above it and close above it. So as long as we push higher, I believe that the equity uranium sector should start getting a bounce to start moving higher. But if the market tanks, maybe things could get a little wonky there. But if everything is going to start going higher, energies, and commodities, gold, and the dollar's tanking, and equities and everything else, maybe things are going to start looking better. I'm just trying to think on the brighter side. Let's look at the square of 9, get some insight here. So we did an all-time high of 136. We did a low, all-time low of $7. We're hovering around 54. So 57, 58 definitely is going to be interesting. We're going to have a tough time because that's going to match the high of 136. And around 135, 136, I'm not going to get greedy. That's going to be tough, but that's like where it's going to head. It made a high of, like 68 and change around there. I mean, even probably went higher. It was, 65. It's the Fukushima, is the 135 degree on the square of 9. So that was Fukushima. So yeah, if we could pass 58, deal with 61, 90 degree, and then kiss 65, Fukushima, that's going to be interesting, but we're going to take it baby steps. And you can see the 67 lines up with the 7 and also 70. I have a target of 77, which is the 180, long time. Long time frame I'm looking at. Anywhere between 77 and 76 lines up with the 7. This is going to be the big target. This is going to be the midpoint. That's where we're going to probably stall if we get to go through all these right here. That's the midpoint. But so far, baby steps right now, 57, 58 are very possible. I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video. And this is my monthly thing. I don't really cover uranium as I used to because it's a long, time frame investment. But I am watching it. I like it. I believe in the thesis. And if you like this video, let me know your comments. If you're bull, let me know if you're bullish. If you're bearish, let me know you're bearish. I showed you both views of what's bullish and bearish, some Gann techniques, some things I'm looking out, in the horizon. And I want to see what your thoughts are. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to enjoy this day, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on the uranium spot price.